Yemamu nyina jumma kwa ba eha United Television eso ye worship house Abeka Junction enkran ebraso kase ya yensa kan semufo asone so ode ama yen die bekenkan ni nyina ede amamo asida ewo ma eko ama special ice ensio ya ne enom ye de kakase ne resum ahoho ewodwa so eya bomodin ama wonsa enkabe special drinks eboni chidom best point savings and loans and best assurance sika hudwa ena yedie na fe this way chocolate drink de here eyi enso hie sa enwekwe ekita imudin sam no eba de wo ba betie ni ebi enie na otumfo se tutu otoso mienu abomodin a aye education day dwumedi atwetwe omanfo a omanya chefa ewo tumfo education fund mu nyina abase
na onmonyamfo dafia makpo court nsensemo no ene court tu asemo no ede ahyeda foforo
abaye beto no afi no aba beto dwase eyade a enwemeko bi ekeka wo ho abom de wakita esonko ama omampanya be de che Dr. Mamudu Baumia
na akodan finhia du num 15 years ya yese ye ware no ewo nungwane ne potem no nei empenifo akasa ede afa ho
obahima efiache sedu miniminua
akua ajewa akode
yentie ensem no enhyemo na nasante hini otumfo se tutu otoso mienu ene ne mpanyufo abo edwadata amomadi education fund omonam so atwetwe aye enintini a wo ma ben e wo masuamo ene ankrankro monya chefa e wo otumfo se tutu a otoso emienu education fund no mu amomu nyina abase botae ne se ode boa ama enhumasua agina ne nan so e wo asante mantam emu
Asantimenra otumfo se tutu otoso mienu ebetena abenya no so no emfinhia aduonu enumnie na eka ne hyehye ya wode agu akwama wodidi sa efa no watu da kodi esi ho ede aye enhumasua eda ya eno no ankrankre adesuafo no nyumaku ahodo a womanya mfasode ede free otumfo ose tutu otoso mienu educational fund ne mu no wado amu hina behia baabi fa akwa na omo hwese enhumasua pa ebefa ne ntoma pa fra wasante mantem ha na no na teacher ni yoda board of trustees a wo share otumfo say tutu otosomienu foundation na professor ohene baboachi ajewu ahene otosomienu yo no kro ya san yo otumfo hi ahene ebo asantimenra otumfo say tutu otosomienu abaso se na ni swade hunu efepa na ohwe nchiche po de ato akwamu a wo boa eti hia so na afi wo hwe ema wo manfo dodo na etiminya akwanya ko school na wo boa ema wo manfo ye wa santimantem ha wo mo dada sitinemu ekoye dia na papa yi ayade
ohene befura benwa emfie aduonunum ni awde foundation sha se aboa nipa bebrebe ewo adesuamu apomudemu ahunidie ani amamre ni amanye nyina mu na de education ne yisi ho ngumasu ne yisi ho nti wo mo ba ne eye wo ma ya boa wo mo se wo hwe mofra ye ba yi broni beka se diversity enchechiremu pi wom se hwe foundation media ye die na se ohine otumfo sha se enipa be empemedu nunum de wo manya scholarship ehun faso na otumfo abo mo nyina na pi aba be yempanimfo ewo manmu a mo so boa ewo amamwe mu na sa na wo si hu no se boa mo mofra mu a omtimi aba be nyini ni aba be ni pakese omso timi twa ye ni aba be hwe wo mo a omso ba ni aba be boa enti se yedi ohina fasha na enimso ya hinkese ye friend pillar of peace asumwie ehene na enso pomuden adisua ahunidie eni mpuntuo kese a nyina enimso de aba santima no ebie ni o se nyina so ye de ahyansode na ye hwe yenso ye bi ma yenso man a ye de da no se ne wo kan ye no
eno achire no UTV kase ene wo mo manya mfasode e de free otumfo se tutu otosomienu education fund no etwetwe enkomo
tumfo me kase me kan ade be sama ade asachi ndomasi no kupon shawo se wadu mo mutimi nesika eboa mi efi bebi anamwo ekodu pempensu ndomasi
me ya kwanya esua excavator operation a bebe na fe na caterpillar no na me adom me kono na case ka mo ayeden na be mu bu se me nko na otumfo foundation so memu sana be metime esua adwuma no ma ya me adom metime esua adwuma na ma ya fa me adwuma wo David Water Company Limited amegu so amiye adwuma no timida otumfo foundation so as
hwe baby a me free buy ene baby ene rade medura school na mani na se mekobi nanso me share foundation aboam bebre ese nyame adom nya baby agina
de mekanya ne se otumfo foundation yankopon onhiramu e wo odo ene akwanya wo de ama ema te se yen
No ashibedwafo no koye amamre ne amane eje amra atumu a emra no efa gay ne lesbian ho na omoye ne se clerk of parliament eye ne so de komo mampanyin na nadu danko akufuado no de ne sa hya ase amana yemra eni gina ena oru asante bedi etuo a wo chwochwo mo mampanyin etwon krata e de komo amra ashibedwafo no se sa ensem no ye de akwakodan court nti no mampanyin ye ntimi mfa krata ne komo no gise court atenase e di asem no awie na eno ne nam so e ma south them ashibedwani Mwenyan for rocks and necks and Dafia Mapo, etebri assembly call high court to say court on trans na one share mampenyi any speaker of parliament in any one soon temono or more ancient for Monsanche and Brano Ase. And the high court call Asitano Timo 14 Jumuno, Eye Ellen Lordina se Wambriku, where two asamono at the Asho for issue there toso eduno enkno. If we say a fanunimi and nadano or more ejinemo no lawyers no, echidemu say or more than crata for Abba, I know ya ba lawyer penino, and a lawyer near Wojine Madiamo Munyan for Dafia Mapo, and so the two judges say Afei and Anensa akan crata and Tiamanemre na wonshimanam so, and with him more for Lutia, some no to a de Asha. And New for issue there to so eduno enkno. Lawyer Wojinemu ade ama on Munyan for Dafia Mapo ni papo so mo ado and essential for ekasai.
Last time I back court na attorney general or indicator my court say obe file on file affidavit in opposition obe file obe release points of law. But in the buy no file ni affidavit in opposition as a filing a statement of case. In Brahma no find so yenesa. Yes you hu ye no ye wonyo be e pese yes you responded to into the back court na attention. The court no aka say okay obi an filing ni nyoma ni na yembra back 29. Into back 29 fa na che say bibia obi a woka bia no o de ato court ni ni. Na court no ato nebo ama waya ese o ma na fe de yakoyi ni. Say ya nya ne sanso a yentumi emma o say Saudi Assembly Court e Saudi documents ni na uma opponent so opportunity no so ye the argument say on go an say na ye betie dia say nga e de yi enti sisi ano obi a file de nyoma ya ma yen kwan so say obi before a ye pese ye de ka ho a yen file enti ye pese ye nyina na ye ntem ye nyina ye di say asem we ye file the last month ya in a content say yan file some motion no na content ma in can call in terms enti say ye bo ya na ba so say why in terms mai ye cry ye file supplementary affidavit and ra what you say in na no so the sack enti ni na wo mra kwan mu ye hu hia ne say by 29th no be a file the so file na court no so aka yes say ye lucky na 29th no court no ma decision pra na obi atene wan say unto ho asa na wakoso.
Yakopu maze ewo winiba mfimfin mantam no emo arehosem ene se aboduma baby a wadi abosome enkron ono ankasa ne papa ede asede dware abofra no ama wofam etinananom ewo ensiedo ama ne bone chese baby abofra no mame eda ewo ayaresabia no emu oden kolebu ayaresabia
aya Monday no na ofra my sister na my sister enyu ho na me pick call na me no kasa say obeba kra na ending of the month na obeba nti me sister buy na me born amane nti Tuesday ya na enyumbre around 6 na me say waba na me bisa ni say na waba mpefunu sa na so catch my sister say obeba but one country my minister so maybe say no say ono nsam bi wa ka on the so nti one fan is serious no see what nti adechi a omobokwa akota akwala no nyoma kakra na omakotua balance na also omodokoso edan no so eye endra ewia tendo ewia omo fifi ebe kran so omoko na esio ati omokombra timo ha na menya akọ say nipa no crofre no asem o kan say ye twitwa me sister ina akwara no so no ho aka ama o mani cry fra nti o mo de wo mo ko hospital na me say hospital mo say trauma na me so wo fa woni ndikan na me meti wo ha because for me ha ko na kwan na ata na me ma me ku na me so sister ba ko wa say on ko friend bra because me to me ncho me kan ko the medical me do emergency ward on and me tese akwala ni su ina me rush ura na wa bonte mo ehoro na my sister dey me hu na cause no we inside akwala na no ho nya ase ni body ni awro kola ketwa. But according to area of for no church sister ba call tifia or pay dynamite say omoko share sister no na am say tawanta wo bi mi nteme ho ase bi esi ye no sister no dan wo jai no ba fi say akwala na no ho ase nti sister no mom nko a landlady ni fie wono nko fa ne bag na bre nti am say oroko no na o sha boy bi su da da fie ba ko bi enyim nti onu so ono dan no ho na boy ni si na chi bae na mo so bo hwe ase no de ko mo so akwala ne obanya 9 months this 26 year edu baby ko na Mr. Sound to many internabi because of senior on ne kasa ne nyama ye ho ya so ne nti onu de o Sound to many nti mini se ebufu dada no na hye ne minim de ba ya otumi di ase de fi e ba bo hwe mo so akwala ne free esi oba free kwa nyinyi afri moja sana kwala ketwa 9 months go free it's in side of number
Ebeto odwa ewo nungwase konfupenyi wono mo ewade akoda wanya mfihie du mienu 12 years and die na okromo enti enamso aso ye hwe ma enkoda ne omanfo ye die so ekofa akorane nei empenifo first century fo nhie mu akasa de atodwa se nhwemu se akora no wo mfihie du enum 50 years enti one ne mawofo esan akotena bi.
The Social Welfare Department under the Ministry of Gender has taken the child through counseling. The required medical assessments have also been undertaken. The counselors and caregivers have had conversations with the child and relatives about her education, her health, and her future prospects. So I would like you all to know that the medical assessment on the child, it indicates that she's not pregnant and she has no immediate health concerns. Now Okromo's date of birth, from records at her creche and her primary schools she attended, indicates that she's 15 years old and she was born on the 18th of July 2008. The child will continue to pursue her education, and the Attorney General has issued an interim report which is dated 18th April 2024 and has advised that in the best interest of the child and in accordance with Section 2 and 5 of the Children's Act, the child should be released to her parents pending their complete review of the docket. Thus, the child will be reunited with her family today, 18th April 2024, after the parents have signed a bond.
Now, I wish to indicate that our office has taken possession or custody of the full docket on the matter. And our officers are reviewing the docket to ascertain various issues. One, whether what took place was actually marriage or not. We have not come to any conclusion on that issue yet. So the officers in the ministry are reviewing the docket, and when we come to any conclusion on that issue, it will be made known to the public. Number two, why, as the Honorable Chief Defense Minister said, why the need for pregnancy tests when it comes to issues of children, especially those below the age of 16. If you have matters relating to marriage, whether sex or whatever, the first thing to do is to see whether that female has been carnally known. So the medical officer decided to examine the child to see whether she has been carnally known, and also to ascertain if indeed, if she has been carnally known, whether she is pregnant. So the report, I can confirm that all the examinations were conducted and she is intact. So what is now left is to ascertain what took place on the 30th of March, and if anything adverse is found in this particular docket, we give you the assurance that we will initiate prosecutions. But if there's nothing adverse about what happened, you also let you know.
Omanyina oda gbese nananom atankonwa ano eyi ni ayibonte a otoso emieno ode ato empanyifo omwo bedwa no emom afi Ghana nananom hemfo empanyifo omwo ye enwuma kese ne nketo nyina enim se obi afa na dwene emra na wo muntua na mon se de ewiem bobre ne netebia eye ensisan bebre climate change no edeba ene insunsanso a enya ewo sikasem so no wonhwe na wontumi entu ho anamo enkanka ewo enkran mpotemo
Gbese na matana konwa gbese manche ni ayibonte otosumiru de wona no ho ne akududo na wona okabie wo mu penifo die hye woto ato adwen kwampo befa so a emobere nya adwuma nye nkora wode da kwa ho pre wanyi san kro no ene efin obetimi apa no pomasi bere e wona tana konwa asase so dwumadi akire no na gbese za seche egina gbese manche na mu ene sentwerefo akasa
major parts of the capital city of Accra which are also challenged with issues of plastic waste, youth unemployment, crime, teenage pregnancy, streetism, poor sanitation conditions, overpopulation, and a challenge of housing deficits, and many other which, one way or the other, affects business environments. It is important for all of us to examine and see how we can work together to address these challenges for our collective benefits. I have decided to prioritize the following as my policy interests. That's number one, education and sports. Climate change. That's single-use plastics. To dealing with climate change, I have a project called Trees for Life. 2 million trees per year, which is to start in 2025 for the period of 5 years, by which time we will have planted a total of 10 million trees. Late this year, I will launch a massive campaign against the problems of single-use plastic. I hope I will get your support to make our communities and beaches plastic free. This will go a long way to enhance the image of Accra as a tourist destination.
Eno achire no penyino kwanchere for the waste writer no Amanda Sumabi enso kasa de to Ghana fo nyina nim se fie tutugu monte so basa no braso se atwe ho edifice suban no eho.
One of the major issues ne say ye no plastic water area ye de rubber no eto kwan ho a inflammable ekoshe gatem ebe choki gata ntinsuo to a entime man nsuo ni enflow senanka ebe flow no ye beaches fe plastic ahye ho nyina ma enti ye stremu say moye waste a mo be separate waste no enti unu mo sachet wi a odo o sachet no ebe hye bag mo obe chechire ne nice now dey share bag mo dufia now dey ato sachet ba akumu eye bebre na wafre na ya befa ni akọ recycle
ye jina we se so ahom ya ba ye beto akase boni so Yema yeho yakwa ba fe yeto akase bono eso. Ene adechensuma ekoso enamso ema bedwefo ebaye. Abedwefo nmu baako eye nananto amrachie na wakasa de atonsentwofo anim se. Ya fiwe abaye ba beto no yenye yadwuma kokoduro mu ne ma ehu ni suro bia mai meba no sa yebetimi aka ne yesefata magana yenya asundwe ne bambo ya batoni.
Abna meka aka owura samjona asem na odia to go and see journalists must be fearless. Me the responsible beba be sheho and some be fearless number. You need to be responsible and then fearless. Say what can say you need to be responsible as a journalist. As I say who say nipa no anansem na okwa kwahwehwe aba no, how responsible are you wo say okwa kwahwehwe sa nsem no mu. Enye nsem bia na uko na uko hwehwem na ensia obi atugwa say empempenso ayedu no amanfo ye journalism no based on social media likes, based on popularity. Say me na me the first person me the asem no betugwa enti no obiara nkomi page ana say obiara nko me TV so ana me radio so na ombeti enti mpempi no won to wombo enhwehwe nsem no ema nsem no enwie ennibu ansa wode aba betugwa adenti na mpempi no journalist ekoye nhwehwemu a ebe wi achi no na nipa na oye nhwehwemu fa no ho no o se receive simply because he is not responsible. But sanka we are responsible make a move because we are journalists out here intifachem. But if some of the journalists are responsible as you and UTV and I said despite media how responsible you are and yes mbia na mudeba kwa to social media she say na mi ansem sema ekoso efa scholarship secretariat be say who say as a journalist enhwehwemu ben pa na wura mu do mu asukwa nipa over 68,000 names. Then all of a sudden who the nipa be 10 as a 15 about the two social media say these people have been awarded scholarship with Ukraine and I say with Togo. They are all Ghanaians. Now instead they say yebetoyembo ni yahwehwemu ni ehu no kware edemu no yentoyembo simply because asimesi bi din ya wom no ene obintin bi din se ene be wi achi no na obi papa wodi ni din aba betugu a onwegu nanim ase na so wie na o se mrisiwa na afede adwumaku na wo ya adwuma ma won no na wona mase pachew.
Movement for Change amanyukwe orua alankodwa chimatin ono na edano woni national interest movement Dr. Busakara edano no womne amanyuko bebre akom hwabom amomate Alliance for Revolutionary Change ha chese afia ba ebeto no womdi ebedi ahimpa dendenden ewo abato no emu buta ne say omo magana emabunu enya enidaso.
We are gathered here today for a very simple but historic event, political history of our country. The historical significance of this event does not lie simply in the coming together of different political entities. Indeed, we have had alliances and coalitions of political groups at different times in our political history. The significance of today's event lies in the fact that we are initiating a process that will redefine the architecture of political governance in our country. This process, by the grace of God, will lead to the election of the first independent candidate as President of the Republic of Ghana. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, never before in the history of our country has there been a more compelling case for change and transformation in all spheres of our national life, political, social, and economic. This is what revolutionary change is all about. and has informed our choice of the name of this alliance. After 67 years of independence, we are still grappling with the fundamental challenges of development. An economy in crisis, an extraordinarily high level of unemployment, a declining healthcare delivery system, an educational system that does not respond to our current and future development needs.
The Alliance for Revolutionary Change is your chance to be part of the only real alternative to reform, restore, and reset Ghana in the 2024 general election. The other alternatives will not give you this. They will give you what you have had over the last 32 years of this republic. So I want to encourage each one of you to be bold. Choose the less traveled path to prosperity for all, and not the easy path of prosperity for a few at the expense of the many. Join the Alliance for Revolutionary Change so that we can have a mindset change in this country, where we're thinking not only of ourselves, but of our collective good as a nation. And we put that national interest above partisan interest and other parochial interests. That has always been the driving force behind the national interest movement, which has culminated in today's occasion.
Aya na bambofo ene afarefo ewo yensu awodo sunkanka ne ponunchi wa hwene ntokwa bo montem eno ena Petroleum Commission of Ghana 24% etu etwenti no ya pa obedwaku ene embra ombetena se ahwe akasa ma asumdua ba ewo ko no mienu entemo a enkofa ntawantawa ne wantwi bi emma daachi ankwama bi
when you can say a yekua horo bebrea a year a juma within the petroleum space into yi won ono ana dream ni nyansam or nen mpanin for trance abedwakuo no atu o manamon ayi won enne no esem se e de ahoto beba ne enti American saa no mpem bebre mpanin for na etu fa ngo free ha no enne timamufo ebi wo wa na akwanhia bi aba bebesiam ba ne yete bia na esem fata oye regulator na say Petroleum Commission ye regulator ne de esese ono so eba no wode ne hyehyeye to epono so emasa ne ye be ya dan kwama bie no obi anko ka ne se wanko ama somasi wanko ama obenten ama ba bi ade aduro ne ade aduro te bia boni mu enu tie ne opani na dwen mu ne susuye mu no ode committee na no aboa wa ma prince aboaje akwanya no amama bebe bibia no esemsesane enhyehyeye tie no eye 13 member committee opani ode ne to ano no eye opani kwakubu aten ono no eye director local content free na kray ono ene na pamfo ebe page free ho eguso eye mempaebo se ne yebesie bia no ne ebia sie anura no yebeso ano ne na dankoma bia no amane bia ansan to ye bio
yo meda Petroleum Commission Management, Minister of Energy, and Abayasi. Say, you say, about your core, a monche, say, maybe 2 pounds. No, Basa BNC or Emma Oil and Gas Company, no, any fishermen and a navy, and no more use of Posnina, no, Bonibia ma omuntem, and you know, when a master say confidence of Munyaomi. Semina mena abotwekua no enhwensiesie bibia ebisio oil and gas fan na yutu no se basabese bia ma ho se de esi amampo froso no enti no I thank the authorities for the confidence they have in me.
Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority womu ada marine craft and 9 eye afoforo kra edi na womu de hye kane captains mienu enmunyam eni managers ahoro mienu bia na omoye adwuma ewo ho
Subonto na ya mpenufa to yi o the captain de Monde Resume and owura Kumia J Sam opinion yankan no ye harbor master Tema Port enkan no ye general manager fashion harbor wo di wondin atumbie no so and wo di owura captain Joseph Erekwansa and owura Jacob Kwabena Donko wonso edin atumbie no so dwumadi ase no na deputy transport minister owura Frederick Obiadom ekase de tudwa sa aban aye ne so be no betimi bia de aboa ama port dwumadi o magane mu no ayakono aboa ma shipping lines do ifra mo no ne so no wotima ba
It gives me a pleasure once again to be here at the port of Tema for the commissioning of 4 additional marine craft aimed at boosting the operational capacity of the port of Tema and Takrady. This comes on the heels of commissioning of 2 diamond tugboats on December 14, 2023, which were named after 2 former Director Generals of the Ghana Ports and Harbour Authority. I understand that as a mark of honor, these new craft have also been named after some former distinguished staff of the authority, namely Captain Edmond Deriziem, now deceased, Captain Joseph Erekwansa, Mr. Jacob Kwabla Adako, and Mr. Kumi J. Sam, also deceased. I'm reliably informed that the craft comprised 2 pilot boats and 2 security patrol boats, all with a capacity of 12 crew members. It is imperative to reiterate the importance of this government places on the provision of the requisite and relevant infrastructure with a view to help position the ports of Ghana as the ports of choice within the West African sub-region.
We are commissioning, as the Director General has said, 4 new marine crafts of various operational capacities. And these crafts will definitely play a key role in ensuring the efficiency, safety, and security of our ports. With these new crafts, equipped with the state-of-the-art technology and manned by trained crews, we are poised to enhance the efficiency of our port operations and ensure, with our newly commissioned tugboats, the smooth transit of ships in and out of port.
We are not only investing in infrastructure to expand our 2 ports and the process of building our 3rd port in Keita, but also to equip the marine front to ensure that security is effective. We are able to respond to ship calls within the shortest possible time by providing the necessary piloting and other marine facilities.
Na asoyehwe afisem so edinkrata babontin amoswafo da no menyamfo Henry Cote na nensa ehwase na emu ensem enyada enesese wokọ bono mantam nimu a bambo mpenifo etu empenifo afosesesi amikasei yefa kafi koda ntem sori ntem to adehia omo sampa so na sampa no yekura eno ewo Jama North mensim ewo bono mantam nim na mentimi wasni pinche a efa ahensam mu asori anya asam ketwa kra nam supo amanipa bi ahwero mo enkwa enti koda ntem sori ntem emra no obekọ akoda anwumre no 4 pm na anopa no so 7 am no wasori ababaye wadwuma ehya ase fiti enne a meka se yo for issue de to so edu enwotwe empenifo esan de ato ahemfo mpenifo ne mabu na wosampa nyina nim se wamo enhwe no mundi mra weses na so munim no mu ye bibi na sekuti ade a ene omo ankasa jejereje afenso omo echire mu se wonipa bibiri biara wosampa ne mpotem wo no ade biara ye akode te se tuo se kan ana ade betime die wo no ye pese ye behu bi se ekitawo se ye chiwo se okita sa eniema ne mu biada na emra ene ubedi ebra ya so wopachi no we eye fisem asoe na de sa enkrata we ebaye.
Yeko akrade ewo suojama mensin wo epoe mantam no emom na de yetete ewo keteche asoe echese keteche bi enika bi anatese yapake ewo keteche kwan no enchen akopem ewo new akrade na tese opa ho kakra bi na oba Volta bridge no eso na eno ene enya nentese nyame eya adoma ochena osoafo da asoe na no ni mpanyimfo bi ebekọ wakọhwese de na eniema esi ekofa ene epurafo a wonwum se de won ho ete na amanse ba danso abiam esi enem ewo hoedie ene ne bebo enkomo amanse ba majoe
ye nuon
sada mekan na enokre
ai afia se o sanya ude enchiremu no aba no keteke na omangan na yenyina ye hwe nimu se ebeba bedru nyakopon adom empanimfo ahyehyɛ ede asi nade so a wonom so ahye na wonom ahu se bibia de napan mu a afei wonom atimi abie ekwan ama omanfo anya eso emfaso kyese wonom a wonom efri tema ede kɔ mpakadan a eno ewo asudwaman manfininim no wonom atimi afro ede akɔ na wonom firi hɔ nso banka mamu nso atimi afro ede aba na wotwe mu asoye a wonom ehwe keteke mpuntuo eso ono atenaye no nyina ka bom abo enkomo afa ho a kyerese enkrotu a wonom ewo kwan no so biaye a keteke ni befa nyina o mafa kwan no so ahwese sebi bia bi abu atoso ana de na da kwan mu se ne keteke akwantuo esitie no bibia ebeda na kwan mu no ade a ebe ha no enti omotu saa na mo nyina o na hotwe mu a enne omo ye se omo de keteke besi akwan so na fe wo maso afidie na nkasa ahwe na bibia totom na se ya afi engineers a omo free Poland memu baaye na omo be hye keteke no omo gyaye ho na fe wo madane ya de amaye na wo makọ eno na enne ewie be du mienu empemu no keteke yi enam dade so na watwam tema no akodru sojaman mansinim na ofri akrade eye Volta ana se frau sutade na eye keteke akwan no etwamu no wo crosso na kyerese obi so akopa keke a ewo keteke kwan nim na wode akwakobom na eno na mene deputy minister Owura Kwaku Asante Boaten etwe nkomo na wo kyerese biaye ho na esen no no odina no enye biaye a wo aye a kyerese esen etimi etwamu ho enti sane ye ya esen ni timi ko gina ho no so ya de a kyerese wo modwene ho a wono monte ase na nyakopon na yeda na se se engineers a no omwo keteke nim ene wonom a omo twie nyina no na de a obi a ho kan ye keteke na enye mfiri dade no so ensi fom na emom ekobo okia nimu a ebeka se baabi a senkafo no etena no ede emiemia furuma ma keteke ni adwuma no ntanifo kyese eho de eho aka ene ekobo mu nti no na engineers ne da so wo ha omo behwe na onom asiesie onom ahyese eda echena asoye no soafo ne natena ye ne nimpanimfo nyina bebo anan akopiem ewa akrade enu wesu jaman biaya asemu yi esiye na onom akohwe nienti aso nipa kro no otimi de hyan na kura ko si ho no ogya ho enya de se hyan no so na obi tim pofi wo twen obi ana obefa niema bi nya de na obi atim oboni beka se on mine anya se enipa obi ntie tire senkani bi antim ne si ho na etimi kobo mu sam ni asa ye nwanwa wo mu no so se omotu anamon so abonkro a benben ho no nyina ketika kwan no nyina se enne dei sa dwumadie no ebekoso na ne eba ya we okoja esen no wo keteke kwan ni man na nke kofa asem aba no enya de a obia beti ase na emum omafiri hwehwemu ase yankopon ya adom a ne ebepia firi mu aba bia no UTV ahwefo nso yemfa nkame wo
danso asemi de enwonwa paa o na keteche nipa na omutimu doson
ni na wo kan any engineers a omo ka ho no omo so ahwe no omo enko ana na ewom enya de na afa akwantufo bia afi no omo so ahwe nti no na enya de akwantufo wom omo a omo so ahwe ne ne wo kan engineers a omo behwe se bibia toto na akwan mu na wonum obia ho kan ye na sanya penifo che no ye beka se engineers cabin ebia senkafo ne hye emiebia keteke ni pruma no ho na ebo esen ni mu nti no ɛhɔ aka kakra ne nso ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ ɛnya ade a ɛbɛyɛ ɔhaw engineers ne da so ha ɔno betumi ahwɛ ICC ama atimi asan ayɛ ne
si nyame adom obi empra ho
da bi obi a ho anka
ede nyame ase ɛne nyame yɛ adom na ɔkyena so afɔ no ne mpanyifo ba de befi maba no na ɛno nso ode abrɛ
sa pepe
ye da se pa yama ne bɔfo amanse ba danso abiam ɔno ɛna ɛde amaneboi efi esuogyama mensin ɛwɔ poe mantemu ɛbae
ye gina wese so ahome abasesia
ye mamo akọ abaye to aso akọ adwadie ensem emo Kasapreku PLC woman GIZ adwumeko na bombodin a di ambulance akwa omanfo a omobonuama wo Amenfi Central wo atoy mantam emo wo wie no amananso ho a wasan aye free screening di amomanfo no ahwehwe apomuden episo.
We think that's an interaction way and never boy young.
Jumade ase no na panyine kwanche fehwe apomode ho sem kan so watoye ativido mantamu Dr. Yawo Fori Yeboa wo kasa de tudwa sese na nipadua no sitie no yedidi ayenom no wotwe mutan ne betene ye pe yare ebeba erunti ne yese fata dasa na se brano na chekura na yebosom miensa bi akire no yebon konten kware sabia ne ekohwe apomode ho nsem ekoba se beboa ama dasa yatena nkwamu ache
yare ahudo pio ho a ehyasie babi kakra bi na se wan se wapom difu ya ana se wan kokwa ne yan ko fiu an hwe se bibi hawa eno bibi kitwa bi no bituma hwe ho na febra enyin ho no na koye yare kese se bi utanyi ya na wode opa ekaso nti ehia so bia behwe na pom difu
eno akire no Uru Richard Ajay penyene kwankyere for Kasapreku Company Limited ono so kasa di tudwa sabo so ba ene beja paye ne ho behia se yetu Ghana fofo se bra no nkwa yar sabia no nkwohwe opomudi mu nsemu ene ntu wogina so no wasere nsentwerefo mbo hu dewru na enko Ghana fo asum yi
so hwe ende die si wa simpokra my surprise nipa e bae okay ha say farming community by announcement send the health screening utimi say omu na eja omo eduma to ho e na aide omo be health screening na che say health so efo ho inti ejina ebu ha ejina enchechemu a ye media men ye de be ma community no anase ye workers ye de be ma community no I think say chechemu ye a omo so ti ase say health very important so yare a intimi nko farm enko farming inti I believe say obia ehwe no ye no ono so fa adwen say at least every 6 months and every year be a just at least all feels on yare kra na wo de hospital na wa koye check up wouldn't there until you check up now about me some people say bibi we are wrong
eno akire no mpenifo gina so de pomode hwehwemu fa me kwahye so de maadehia ewo bonuama ewo Memphis Central ewo atoya mantamu dwumade ase no na madam Majoa Danso awuku opinion communication specialist de GIZ ku no wo gina Dr. Huga Taylor na mu ekasa.
This ambulance embodies not just a mode of transportation, but hope, resilience, and a huge sigh of relief that you will receive swift response whenever you have an emergency, and with the unwavering dedication of your healthcare providers, attended huge improvements in emergency medical services. The ambulance was procured under one of our projects as GIZ, Comprehensive Pandemic Management for Families, Communities and Employees, with funding from Develop. It is implemented by GIZ on behalf of the Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development in partnership with Kasapreku PLC and 4 other private companies.
No kwakuramuno Nana Apon Boahin Akram Otosumbiunu Bunyama Hene Nana so Ekasebi.
As I say, any ambulance, a bema akoniaba, ewo ayarsabi ahonom, a consultantem, the ayama or mine, and no cra be motivate you omo. Amo who say, me yare or honomoa, me yare da honomoa, and you can say me trema a year severe and some hospital. Into a Beko hospital in Tentemo, educate. Screening na ya neneno educate amanfo ama so bi ne ho dodo no kakra bi a obekọ hospital intimitu ankran bia for say de obesie bia no de ochie bia no okọ otu kwan onya bia onka nachi na ohun say the crowfo say de atie ni onso fa mo amebo abonu amaman.
Yewu abawomia wono na ye NPP amayekunu fa kekrani na enei ye nuanu bi omo edidem no nkabomuko no abobo mo wanu afensentwofo hyiemu edi atudwa achemso ru abawomia mo fam na chise afam ewo abae betu no mebo nto ade ama no efiso munum seni trimu pono ye na bekoye di amagana.
We think that's an interaction way and the boy and I never go to a yakana say baby pia ye be adwuma no Said the penny for me at Cassiano. And I dear young Krampua, a bayet said, be women's wing, and I said youth wing, and I said Saturday in Navy, Nasara Nadia, Sabbath never. It is not there ever trunk Krampua, a Baba constituency, a Baba police station, a Baba region, nothing yet to make the account Ayakuma. It is a Katakanaka also here, because now a near constitution movie did that in Tapping on by Sajumano Amanakuyi at the Amaye.
Yahusha Obia Sabio or Kasa Nipendina etie na Obia de enitie emano na yentumi and yentumi go past Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Ono ani enim sa ahemfo akese asofunum ene nananum kramofo akese ene omayimum penifo enim ebi lecturers ebi mu trade union leaders bebre Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ena womu tididi womu nidie de mano na okasa womu tie enunti ana yesi dabi se onipa oti se dia adenti da yen nyira nachi na yen hwese obedi nkunim na watumi push Ghana ahead of a time.
It is just by the way abayina yeduma ya asese drop am wo ha madaroma e di hye monsa se monso mon kama Ghana fo ante se entro any nada ni propaganda NDC focus wo ye no so e Ghana ni na sa ansem no wutumi ma efa wa obeto abanyu ho asa abepa ya che se menhu ya nka national akachi enti yewra Dr. Kwesike, former Ashanti Regional Communication Director, she says so no dey in charge for communication as a one other unit nanwa or supervisor omudumedie e wa Ashanti region. Osanso disability secretariat party no atino papa e na oye the coordinator ya obehwe amadumedie etumi akoso from Ediama party no.
You say MPP aban e na boyen bebrebeniti. I was here they support a tiny chi. Na say so disabled for I say opportunity be by young for my MCU crani a press yama kakra and my shop bedroom yes press yama kakra. Can you reap where you have not sown? Baby, I won't be a person child. What's what they will say do I yama famo? Yes, you who say I'm rush to say was here yet you many said a bear a better dear so I give it to me.
Ene brema kwama enwume kase ni nyina yedi AC aseda ewo ma ekọ e de amase West Closet ono ene hye entade se West Closet wo odoko traffic light no ase technonia oni fre 0243 508 635 0243 508 635
Bitinu ayeloless locks and natural hair 0244423201 midin die pia ajiwa akodi emene
obahima efia chesi.
Welcome to NLA 590 Mobile.